Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, the hurricane season is upon us. Are you ready? We'll tell you what forecasters are predicting. And the best of the best were recently honored during the annual Volunteer Recognition Ceremony. Plus, we'll take you on a journey through the skies without even leaving your home. All that and more coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Stephanie Sutton. Thanks for joining us. June 1st marked the start of the 2013 hurricane season, and forecasters are predicting a relatively active season.
They're looking for another above average season this year. We're still in that upcycle of storm activity. So again, predicting an above average season.
Forecasters are predicting between 7 and 11 named storms for this season, with 3 to 5 of those becoming major hurricanes with winds gusts over 74 miles per hour. Very similar to the forecast predicted last year, but that doesn't mean citizens should let their guard down. All it takes is one storm to make our lives miserable. That's why it's so important to be prepared before the storm hits.
And it's important for them to be prepared so that they are ready whenever the storm hits, to build their kit ahead of time and be ready, and to understand their surroundings, whether they flood, whether they're in a storm surge, if they need to do repairs on their home now before storm season is upon them.
Creating an emergency supply kit before a storm hits is also a must. Essentials include food that won't spoil, plenty of water, a battery-operated radio with extra batteries, flashlights, and first aid kits. Before and during the storm, it's important to stay tuned to local weather reports. Log on to vbgov.com/beprepared for more information. And you can be even more prepared for the inclement weather with a new emergency alert system that keeps citizens in the know. Here's Access reporter Veronica Coleman with the details.
Whether it's severe weather, hostage situations, or boil water advisories, know what's happening in the city thanks to VB Alert.
VB Alert is an emergency notification system that allows the city to be able to notify citizens, visitors, any public entity that is interested in emergency notification for the city to be able to send out and notify them what is going on, where it's happening at, and what action to take.
At home or on the go, VB Alert keeps you informed by sending out public safety text messages and email alerts directly to your mobile device.
If you register your phone, you could be out of town, and if something happens in your neighborhood or whichever area that you target, you'll be notified.
Sign up is free and easy. Simply register your mobile device or email address at vbgov.com/VBAlert. You can even pick points of interest.
These are areas within the city boundaries that they might be interested in. For instance, maybe where their children go to school or where they work or where their spouse works. So if we send out a message to those areas, they'll also receive those messages on their devices.
VB Alert gives citizens an additional communication channel to receive public safety messages.
Just remember, this is one communication tool that is being utilized by the city. So please make sure that you continue to follow all communication channels, media, radio, our website, and this particular system to receive any kind of updated information. This is just one way to help you stay informed while you're at home and on the go.
VB Alert is a free service. However, standard text messaging rates may apply depending on your cellular plan.
Again, the website to register is vbgov.com/VBAlert. You can also email any questions to the address listed on your screen. The best of the best were honored as city leaders paid tribute to members of the community who graciously donate their time.
We are here today to thank all of our many staff members, volunteers, and friends who have made this program the success that it has been this year.
Volunteer resource managers and citizens with 20, 30, and even 40 years of service gathered in council chambers for the ceremony.
I'm proud to recognize volunteers and volunteer resource managers who have contributed countless hours in departmental programs that make this city prosper. You all are truly priceless, and you've worked hard to accomplish great things.
Great things like saving the city millions of dollars, Susan Theiser, a senior probation officer, was honored as the Volunteer Resource Manager of the Year.
We have a really good volunteer program. The volunteers we have about 35 volunteers and about 30 staff. So we have as many volunteers as we do staff that do just incredible work. They work in every facet of the juvenile court.
Chris Wynn received the Outstanding Youth Volunteer Award.
Volunteering to me is just, giving my time to the city, help other people. It makes me feel good. I like volunteering.
Volunteers, both young and old, have long thrived in the resort city.
Truly they are part of what makes Virginia Beach the greatest city in the world. They contribute, up to $20 million a year in cost savings and cost avoidance, which is extremely important, and they're frankly the fabric, the backbone of our city.
Volunteers provide countless hours of service to the city and provide millions in cost savings. If you'd like to volunteer for the city, give the Office of Volunteer Resources a call or visit the website listed on your screen. And across town, another important group was being recognized during the annual Public Service Awards ceremony.
Every year we come together to publicly recognize and reward individuals, both uniformed and civilian, for extraordinary acts of heroism.
And these acts of heroism didn't go unnoticed. This ceremony honors individuals who place themselves in dangerous situations in an attempt to help those in need.
They are the true heroes of our community, and their actions help keep us and our families safe and secure.
Officers Humphrey and Hunter were in the parking lot right here at Lita when they heard the explosion and saw the black smoke.
Officers received the Silver Cross, Medals of Merit, and Life-Saving Awards. Departmental awards were presented to 40 police officers. Chief Severa spoke proudly on behalf of his staff and their actions.
They are the heroes of our city. You're going to hear about a select few that really stepped above and beyond the normal, everyday burglaries and shootings and stabbings, murder and mayhem that they have to answer in any city across the country.
She's a vital link between those victims whose identity and financial well-being have been jeopardized.
Tammy Biederman, an office assistant assigned to those detective bureau, was recognized as the Civilian Employee of the Year. 14 citizens were also honored for their extraordinary actions. This ceremony was held at the Law Enforcement Training Academy. Preparing prisoners for re-entry into the community reduces future victimization and creates safer neighborhoods. The Central Library is hosting a special program for those individuals with criminal records. Sponsored by the Virginia Beach Reentry Council, the Town Hall Meeting and Resource Fair will be held on June 26th from 6 to 8:45 p.m. Community partners, individuals with criminal records, and their families are invited to attend. Representatives from the Clerk of Court, housing providers, child support enforcement, faith-based organizations, and more will be on hand to answer any questions. Take a journey into the skies. Visit a galaxy far, far away. Go where no man has gone before, all without leaving the city of Virginia Beach.
We're going to fly over to Europa, take a little bit closer look at it.
If you're looking for an out-of-this-world adventure, then stop by the Virginia Beach Planetarium.
The small objects you see there are just moons orbiting the Saturn planet.
Originally built in 1969, the planetarium got a much-needed makeover.
The renovation was very extensive. We gutted the planetarium, if you will. We had the same type of seats, and when we opened, the lighting was very outdated. We use a lot of LED technology now, very long life technology as far as lighting. The sound system was very outdated.
New carpet, lighting, seats, painting, and most importantly,
well, we're looking at the old style of how we used to do the planetarium shows, the very old style.
A new projection system were included in the renovation.
The new technology is a full dome projection system. It's high resolution, puts over 2,500 by 2,500 pixels up on the dome, so it's very clear, crisp imagery. It projects astronomy simulation software.
The planetarium delivers it all. They offer programs for students of all ages and have served as the school division's astronomical enrichment for 40 years.
Small children have to learn about the rotation and revolution of the Earth and day and night and things like that. We're ideally set up to show them that, visualize that, and help them understand.
The Virginia Beach Planetarium is located at Plaza Middle School. It is open year-round for school field trips Monday through Friday. They also have public shows most Tuesday evenings. Call 648-4940 for more information. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, got an offer for some hot concert tickets? Better make sure the deal is for real. Plus, robots have invaded the convention center, and they're not from outer space. We'll show you what beach students have been up to. We'll have that and more when we return.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Let the summer fun begin! Parents looking for some one-on-one quality time with your child? Why not sign up to attend the Arts and Crafts workshops being held every Monday at the Oceanfront Area Library beginning Monday, June 24th. Sessions are available from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., and each week features a different creative craft that you and your child can make together. Crafts are designed with all age groups in mind. Call 385-2640 to register or visit the Virginia Beach Public Library's website to view a calendar of activities available at your local neighborhood library. We all know that children's emotional outbursts can be challenging and difficult to respond to appropriately. Learn how an adult's response to a child's emotional upset can either foster or inhibit their ability to develop self-regulation. Plan to attend CHKD's Helping Young Children Manage Emotions, a free parent workshop being held at the CHKD Health and Surgery Center at Princess Anne, Thursday, June 27th from 10 a.m. to noon. Based on Dr. Becky Bailey's Conscious Discipline model and her newest book, Managing Emotional Mayhem, participants will learn to recognize their own emotional triggers and how to help their children develop self-control and cope when upset. Register online at the web address on your screen or call 668-9304. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of events, visit the Parent Connection page of vbschools.com.
Have book will travel to the reading frontier. Have book will travel to the reading frontier. Travel under the sea or to the wild, wild west. To outer space or back in time. Have book will travel to the reading frontier. Have book will travel to the reading frontier.
Travel to your library for summer reading fun.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Stephanie Sutton. The sun is shining, the beaches are full, and live music is playing. Summer is finally here. But before you head out to that popular concert, beware. Internet concert scams cost fans a fortune.
Hello, I'm Macy Pridgeon, Public Information Officer for the Virginia Beach Commonwealth Attorney's Office, warning consumers about online ticket scams. Summer is a popular time for concerts and festivals. You might be able to find a good deal on the web, but beware. Scammers are out there selling fake tickets for cheap prices. It's important that you take a few extra steps to make sure the deal is legitimate. Here are some tips to make sure you don't get left outside the gate. Do your research. Check out the company's policy for customer satisfaction. Look for the Better Business Bureau seal. Confirm the tickets are real. Make sure the seats you want to buy online match up with the layout of the venue. Do a price check. If the tickets online are much cheaper than the asking price of the venue, it's probably a scam. Pay with a credit card. You should never pay cash or wire money to someone you don't know. It is hard to track and unlikely that you will get your money back if the tickets don't arrive. Make sure you allow enough time for delivery or arrange with the seller to get the tickets at will call. Watch for hidden fees. Before you purchase the tickets, check for service charges or shipping fees. Always read the fine print. Remember, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Don't let an online ticket scam keep you from seeing your favorite show.
This message was brought to you by the Office of the Commonwealth's Attorney, keeping citizens informed because forewarned is forearmed.
Sporting and concert tickets are generally sold through an authorized dealer. If you've been scammed, report it to your bank and local authorities. Now that the school year is just about over, it's time for the class of 2013 to receive their hard-earned diplomas.
Clifton Eugene Wynn Bishop.
All Virginia Beach high schools will take their turn on stage at the Convention Center beginning June 12th through June 15th.
Winner
As in years past, VBTV will cover each graduation and replay the event on cablecast. Additionally, each graduation will be broadcast live on the internet at vbschools.com. While this outreach was originally designed to bridge the gap between graduates and deployed family members serving in the military, it's been discovered through the years that our audience includes a larger number of civilians. Those wishing to order a DVD copy of the ceremony can do so by going online to vbgov.com/VBTV or send a $20 check to the address listed on your screen. VBTV will rebroadcast each ceremony during the end of June and the beginning of July. And if you would like to congratulate a member of the class of 2013, vbschools.com is now offering VB Grad Wall. VB Grad Wall offers you a chance to post your best wishes to graduating seniors. This service can be accessed through the school division's website and will be available now through July 30th. Each Beach High School will have its own wall. Simply log on to vbschools.com and click on the Class of 2013 icon. With the start of the new year came one really big birthday, the city's. Yep, Virginia Beach is 50 years old, and to celebrate that golden anniversary, the city is hosting fun events every Saturday and Sunday now through October 12th. Here are a few upcoming activities. Rock Out on the Beach. Sandstock is taking over the oceanfront at 24th Street from June 21st through the 23rd. This tribute to rock and roll celebrates music of the 70s, 80s, and 90s that rocked our world. If you like carnivals, then mark your calendar for Wednesday, June 26th. The Mount Trashmore Summer Carnival is offering beach residents a one-price wristband for only $10. It will allow you to ride all day long. The city of Virginia Beach was formed back in 1963 when the resort area and Princess Anne County merged. If you're looking for even more ways to celebrate, log on to vblivingthelife.com. Of course, a fun place to visit that is chock full of history is the Old Coast Guard Station. Here's Executive Director Catherine Fisher with more.
The Virginia Beach Life-Saving Station was built in 1903, and its purpose was to house surfmen who would patrol the beaches searching for shipwrecks and offering what aid they could. The service became the Coast Guard in 1915, and this station remained active until 1969. In 1981, the station was taken over by a nonprofit organization and turned into the Old Coast Guard Station Museum, and we've been open to the public ever since. This is a surf boat. It's a type of rowboat, obviously. Surfmen would use this to help rescue people off a ship in distress. The size of the surf boat would depend on the various areas of the United States. The stations were located along both East and West Coasts, the Great Lakes, and the Gulf. So the surfmen would get in there, row out to the ship in distress, and survivors, the wounded, and even bodies would be taken off and brought back to shore. In case the weather was too rough, the life car would be used to rescue people. This metal object is basically a boat with a roof. A cannon would be shot to the ship. A line was attached to it. This would be set up. A pulley system was set in place. And the empty life car would go out to the ship. People would be stacked in there, sort of like sardines in a can, and brought back to safety. Communication was very important for anybody at any time. Flare guns were one way to alert people to danger, and they also could add additional information. So you could turn somebody away from impending doom on a sandbar, or you could tell them help is on the way and here's something you need to do. There was a special system with flares, with flags. You might know of Morse code or signal flags. There are many different styles of communication at the time. The reason for the life-saving service in the Coast Guard was to rescue people from shipwrecks. In the upper gallery, we have displays on a number of shipwrecks, from the famous Dictator to lesser-known wrecks, such as the Vestris. The Vestris was Virginia's version of the Titanic, a large passenger and cargo vessel. It was caught in a storm off the coast of Virginia in 1928. The ship started listing to its side, and the people panicked. You can see from this photo here them rushing to get to the lifeboats. Unfortunately, they hadn't had any lifeboat drills and they didn't know how to operate them. In the end, more than 200 people die when the lifeboats were found to be inefficient. Probably the most famous shipwreck along Virginia Beach was the Dictator. It was a ship from Norway that got caught in a storm and started to break up right here on this very coast. The men from the station went out to rescue them and tried with the surf boat, tried with the breeches buoy, but most attempts were unsuccessful. Several of the people were saved off the ship, but unfortunately the captain's wife and son were both lost at sea. The ship was totally destroyed, but the figurehead, the carving from the front of the ship, washed ashore and was put up on the beach as a memento to the people who lost their lives in that wreck. Years later, the wooden figurehead was replaced with a metal sculpture known as the Norwegian Lady, and to this day we still have an annual ceremony to honor and remember those lost in that tragic shipwreck. The Coast Guard is absorbed by the United States Navy during times of war. So they still played a vital part in World War II. These stations along the coast were still operated, looking out for U-boats, protecting people, and as well as doing their regular job of assisting those in shipwrecks. The beach patrols were augmented with dogs and horses and jeeps. So it was a far cry from the old days of just a gentleman walking up and down the beach with a pair of binoculars and a torch. Women also started to help with the service at that time and were brought in as reserves. Their purpose was to relieve the men from shore duty so that they could go serve on the cutters. The saying was, her duty ashore, his at sea.
The old Coast Guard station is located on the Boardwalk at 24th Street. It's open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5 and Sunday noon to 5. For more information, call 422-1587 or log on to oldcoastguardstation.com. Father's Day is right around the corner, and if you're still looking for that special gift for your dad, why not search for one at the upcoming Boardwalk Art Show, where you will be able to check out thousands of colorful creations for that special man. The 58th Annual Boardwalk Art Show and Festival is taking over the Virginia Beach oceanfront from June 13th through the 16th. The popular festival is produced by the Museum of Contemporary Art. It attracts artists from across the country and even from around the world. From 17th to 32nd Streets, 24 blocks are transformed into a sea of colors as artists set up their wares. Touted as one of the oldest and best outdoor fine art festivals on the Eastern Seaboard, the Boardwalk Art Show draws more than 200,000 visitors each year. Log on to virginiamocha.org for event details. And finally today, who doesn't like a clean beach? Throughout the year, AVB cameras have traveled to various schools and brought you up to date on a unique STEM challenge offered to students at all grade levels. Robots Rock and STEM Rules was the theme of the 5th Annual STEM Robotics Challenge.
The division is prominently recognized that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is something that we really need to pay attention to, and we need to emphasize that career pathway for all students.
One of the best ways to do that is by having robot teams use the engineering design process to follow the conception, development, and manufacturing of a robot. This year's challenge celebrates one of the division's Compass 2015 21st Century Skills, sustainability.
Right there, the ring, oh, the ring.
Student competitors from elementary to high school battled each other in an effort to remove debris from the sand.
Well, what's going on here today is a competition for robots. We're trying to figure out a possible solution to clean the beach.
Feels great. I'm really excited, and I really believe that we can do this. And my team works really well together, so I'm excited. I feel good.
In between competitions, students worked on issues they were having with their creations. Discovering new issues and how to deal with them has been a part of the year-long process.
We've been preparing for about maybe 5 to 6 months, and we've been building on the robots, cleaning them up, programming them, things like that.
Ready, set, go.
Help each other. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork.
And just because a robot controller wasn't in your hand didn't mean you were jobless.
My job is a reporter, so my team member, Austin, has an iPad too, so we take pictures of the competition, the STEM things, robots, other teams, and what's our experience on STEM competition.
On this fun-filled day, jam-packed with technology, 2 levels of competitions were held amongst the students.
Today we've got level 1 and level 2 robots. So level 1 robots are truly working on developing an arm, something to work to sift parts out of a beach area, because our concept is clean the beach. Level 2 challenge is all about being able to take some recyclable items. We're still on that theme of sustainability. So we're trying to take recyclable items and we're trying to move them from the side of your house, a makeshift house, to the end, to the curb.
And though the road to success was filled with obstacles, debris, and recycled goods, the overall feeling of the STEM competition was top-notch.
It's very rewarding as a mentor to see the children start off from the beginning and really become invested in their project and grow. And what's most rewarding here is coming here and being able to see the children cut their robot on and compete, be able to see their hard work and just have a good time and learn and grow.
The school division would like to offer its thanks to parents, friends, business partners, sponsors, and mentors involved with the Robotics Challenge. For those wishing to get involved in next year's challenge, log on to vbschools.com and enter STEM Robotics Challenge. And with that, we've come to the end of our show, but if you've missed something, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media, then under the All Categories button, find and click on Access Virginia Beach. Today, we depart with a few photos of the recent Memorial Day celebration as Virginia Beach residents pay tribute to our fallen war heroes. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Stephanie Sutton. Thanks for watching.